Meet Martha, a retired military nurse who has been living in obscurity. During a chaotic flight, she is forced to confront her past and find the strength to speak out, inspiring a cabin full of passengers and reclaiming her long-lost honor. The airline stewardess, Maria, looked around the cabin as the plane hit another patch of turbulence. She spotted Martha, a woman in her late 60s, sitting quietly in her economy seat, her hands clasped tightly in her lap. "Ma'am, are you all right?" Maria asked, concern etching her features. Martha nodded, offering a reassuring smile. "I'm fine, dear. Just a bit of turbulence. Nothing to worry about." Maria moved on, but her gaze lingered on Martha for a moment longer. There was something about her calm demeanor that stood out amidst the anxious passengers. As the plane shook violently, screams filled the air. Martha's grip tightened on her seat, but her eyes remained steady. She had seen worse in her years as a military nurse. The plane dropped suddenly, and the cabin lights flickered ominously. Passengers screamed, and panic surged through the air. Maria rushed back to Martha's side. "Ma'am, we're experiencing severe turbulence. Please stay calm and keep your seatbelt fastened." Martha's smile was gentle but firm. "I am an old hand at this, dear. I was a nurse in the military. I've seen storms like this before." Maria's eyes widened in surprise. "Really? You don't look like someone who has seen combat." Martha chuckled softly. "Looks can be deceiving, dear. I've seen more than my share of turbulence, both in the air and on the ground." The plane lurched again, and Maria braced herself against the seat. "We need to get to the emergency medical kit. Can you help me?" Martha's eyes sharpened. "Of course. Let us get to work." As they moved through the cabin, Martha's presence seemed to calm the passengers. Her steady voice and confident demeanor were a beacon of hope in the chaos. She assisted Maria in distributing oxygen masks and ensuring everyone was secure. "Ladies and gentlemen," Martha announced, her voice carrying over the roar of the engines. "I've flown through storms like this before. The plane is built to handle it. Stay calm and follow the instructions of the flight attendants." Her words seemed to settle the cabin. Passengers began to take deep breaths, their faces showing a mix of relief and awe. As the turbulence finally subsided, the cabin fell into a hushed silence. Martha returned to her seat, her heart pounding with a mix of adrenaline and nostalgia. She had faced countless dangers in her military career, but this was different. This time she wasn't just a nurse, she was a symbol of hope and strength. The captain's voice came over the intercom, his tone grateful. "Ladies and gentlemen, we've cleared the turbulence. Thank you for your cooperation and for the assistance of one of our passengers. Martha, a former military nurse. Your calm and expertise helped us all get through this." Applause erupted in the cabin. Passengers turned to Martha, their eyes filled with admiration and gratitude. She blushed slightly, but her smile was radiant. For the first time in years, Martha felt a sense of purpose and recognition. The flight continued smoothly, and as the plane began its descent, Martha looked out the window, her mind drifting back to her military days. She had never sought recognition or glory, but today, she had found something more valuable: the respect and admiration of those around her. And she had the knowledge that she had left behind a legacy of courage and resilience for her family. As the plane landed safely, Martha stood up, her back straight and her head held high. She had started this journey as an unseen heroine, but she would end it as a beacon of strength and inspiration. The passengers around her stood and applauded, their eyes shining with gratitude and respect. Martha smiled, her heart full. She had found her voice, and it had changed everything.